we'll get started. I see some fabulous friends. I see Miss Mackenzie. Hello. Hello, Emmy. Hello, Ava. Hello, Marvin. Hello, Lucas. Hello, Leon. Hello, Addie. Hello, Ben. Hello, Olmo. Hello, Viviana. All right. Welcome aboard. Let's get started. And what are we doing today? Today we need a new teacher helper. Oh my goodness, I don't even know. Let's try. Ooh, goodness. How about I haven't heard from I think I don't think I've heard from Benito in a while. Is it Ben?
Participate, be respectful, on time, microphones muted, include name and Zoom window, stay seated, eyes on the teacher.
Fabulous. Thank you. But wait, don't go anywhere because if you are new to our classroom, this is our Zoom promise. These are our Zoom call expectations. It's in the form of a promise. And our teacher helper, Mr. Benito, he went over our promise. Once again, it is to participate. That's right. Don't sit there like a potato. Answer questions, help me, help your friends, be respectful, be on time, keep your microphones muted until you hear your name. You'll know because I'll call you, and include your name or change your name in the Zoom window so I don't call you the wrong name, right? And then stay in your spot, don't hop around, and then eyes on me. Okay, now, oh, what is today? Today is
Today is Monday, March 27th, 2023.
beautiful. Thank you so much. Do you want to read the green box for me? The green circle, I mean?
No live lessons tomorrow for science. See you on Wednesday.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ben. No live lesson tomorrow for science. That's right. It's our monthly teacher meeting. So make sure that you get some work done during our live lesson session we will not have. Okay, I'll see you back here on Wednesday. Birthday shout out for Miss Ruby, Miss Viviana, Mr. Isaac, Mr. Frank, and me for the month of March. And pretty soon we're going to see some April friends. What are we doing today? One more time. In the Zoom chat, if you are just joining, I am putting the link for our Nearpod. It is a really interesting lesson today on why immigration continues. Why does immigration continue still? We had talked before about immigration during a period of time from the 1800s to the early 1900s through Ellis Island, but it's still happening. People are still immigrating to the United States, and we'd like to talk a little bit more about that. Our next steps are going to be to explain the cultural influences and contributions of immigrants in our country today. So let's do it. Okay, guys, I'll meet you over in the Nearpod. We have a lot to do, but it's a short one because we have two friends from last week who earned games today. So we want to make sure we have enough time for them. I'm going to stop sharing and meet you over in our Nearpod. See how many friends have joined us. 9. Ooh, love you guys. Okay, so you can join at any time. The code is in the chat. Hi, wait, who's that? Carter, do you see the code? Let me put it in there again for you. Okay, there it is. Our first question today, how much do you already know about the reasons for immigration to the United States? A, I know a lot, I can explain. B, I need a little more practice. C, help, I need instruction and support. Some of you have already done the lessons in our curriculum. And some of you have not, and that's okay. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information. You can join the Nearpod at any time. You can also type your answer right in the Zoom chat, A, B, or C. All right, so we'll have another poll at the end to see if after our lesson, you feel more comfortable knowing the reasons for immigration. Awesome, thank you guys. I see Toby and Leon's. Wonderful. So let's discuss documentation for a moment. Whoops, hold tight. I am gonna bring something up for myself here. Hold on, because there's something I would like to read to you. So give me just a second to pull it up. It disappeared. Let me pull it back. Okay, documentation. Okay, remembering that, whoops, somebody's coming in. Must be having some issues today with internet. Can you see okay, Mackenzie?
I was just gonna say you didn't like share the answers.
Would you like to see the answers? Would you like to see the answers? Let's do that at the end, okay? Let's do that at the end. All right, now. I'm just trying to make sure everybody gets in. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the documentation that's required. What is documentation? Well, let me say a little bit and then you tell me what you think it means. Most immigrants now arrive in the United States by airplane, and people must show documentation to officers when they arrive at the airport or cross the border. What do you think that means, show documentation when they arrive? Anybody have any idea what that could mean? You get off the plane, they say, you're coming from another country. You want to live here? Let me see your documentation. What do you think it is? Ooh, Toby.
Maybe like your ID or address or something.
Very nice. Ooh, that's right. An ID, like maybe kind of like we have our driver's license, right? So it could be some form of ID that shows who it is. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Toby. Anybody else have a thought or want to talk a little bit more about Toby's answer? Ava, what do you know about documentation?
Maybe it's like what you said, where you come off like planes and like maybe how you get on planes, like
Oh, like a ticket. Like the tickets? Yeah. She's a robot. Hold on.
Something wrong with her mic.
Hold on. Don't unmute to tell me that. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Ava. I appreciate that. Good work. So she's saying maybe tickets. Toby said maybe like an ID. Anybody have any other thoughts on what documentation? How about Lucas?
Can you put the thing in the chat?
You mean the Nearpod link? Yep,
Yes.
it's there. Okay. And Addie?
A birth certificate.
Ah, that shows when they were born and and where they were born. That's important information, isn't it? So that could be some documentation to show that they're talking about the right person. People who come to the United States for different reasons, and there are different documents needed to allow people into the country. Imagine if you guys came all the way over from another country and you lost your documentation. Do you think the country would let you in? No, I'm seeing no. That would be, yeah, that might hold up your immigration status because now you don't have all the documentation you need to enter the country. Looking at picture number 1, I think, oh boy. Okay. Hold on, guys. Looking at picture number 1, we know why people come to the United States. Many people come as visitors. They might just come to see the beaches or to travel the country and then they leave. And they might need a little passport, a passport to enter and leave. That happens a lot, especially in the state of Florida. Think about the beaches. We have a lot of people coming from other countries for a little holiday at the beach. Okay, now look at picture number 2. Some people come to America to attend a university or a college. They require this documentation called a student visa. It might also be a work visa, but it's something that allows them to come for a reason and for a period of time. Okay, gives them permission to come to school or work here. And now looking at picture number 3. Oh, there's the working one. Aha. People come to live and work in our country. They're immigrating here from countries all over the world to get for a job, right? For employment. And they must apply for what's called, here's the documentation, a permanent resident card known as a green card. It's in the Zoom chat, guys, if you're looking for the Nearpod. They are immigrating here from countries all over the world, right? And it allows them, this documentation would allow them to live and work in the country, the green card. Okay, everybody talk about documentation and what would happen if you didn't have it. Some of these have deadlines and oh my goodness, we have to hurry up and renew it, or we need to go back to our country if it runs out. That could be an issue, couldn't it? All right, so we wanted to talk about that for just a moment. Here's some questions that I have for you. Here's what you're going to do. Wait, listen carefully. Wait, stop, listen. We're going to talk about each one of those responses, okay? And I think there are 5 of them. It says A, B, C, D, and E. After we talk about A, B, C, D, and E, we're going to answer this orange question. I said after. And after we talk about all of the responses and I ask the question, you will circle or type in the chat your answer. Got it? Okay, so let's talk about it first. And this is in the instructions if you want to follow along. Why do you think immigrants move to America to get jobs? Why do you think people come here to get jobs? Who wants to help me? Why would people want to come here for a job? Where's a hand? I need a hand. Hand, hand, hand. Hand, hand, hand. Why do people come for jobs? Mackenzie.
Maybe they like don't have a good job and they're not getting that much money, and here you can get a lot more money and it's a better job.
Excellent. Guess what? The first response is people immigrate to the United States because in many other countries around the world, the pay is very low. They don't make as much money potentially in their other countries. Any other thoughts, guys, on why people come for jobs here? Ooh, Emmy.
They need to get money and like get a house.
Oh, very nice. Yes, and guess what it says right there? They moved to America where the jobs pay a higher wage so they can pay for food, clothing, and housing. Excellent. Nice work, Emmy. Olmo, last one. Then we'll go to the next one.
Probably because they're not getting too much money with their work.
Right. Or maybe it's too hard. Yeah, exactly. Maybe their job, they want them to work 200 hours a week and it's just they're exhausted. They never see their families. They hardly get any pay. And maybe the jobs over here are better for them. Very awesome job. So look at that answer A. People come to America, to the United States, because they can get better jobs. Let's go to B and then we'll ask some new friends. Why do you think immigrants go hungry in their own countries? Why do immigrants go hungry in their countries? Carter, why do people go hungry in their countries?
Because maybe their jobs don't pay them enough. Maybe their jobs don't pay them enough.
Nice.
So they can't buy any food.
Nice answer. Yeah, exactly. That sort of ties into our first response about jobs and why they come here for better jobs, make more money. They can't afford their food. Toby, how about you? Why do you think immigrants go hungry in their own countries? Toby?
They don't have enough money to buy the food, and plus you need a house to cook the food.
Oh, that's true. They might not have a place to cook their food. That's right. What about where they get their food from? Could that be Could that have
They
some
could have to.
impact?
They could have to like buy cows and maybe breed them.
Oh, that's true. What if they don't have enough money to buy cows? Right? So what about what happens if their crops or their farms have been destroyed, or maybe they can't take care of them, or maybe they had a war and it ruined the crops, or something could have happened, could have been a weather emergency. Lots of reasons why, right? That they could go hungry. Let's go to C and let's hear from some other friends. Why does the war influence immigrants to move to US? Why would people come to the United States in times of war? Leon, why do people come to the United States in times of war? I can't hear you, honey.
Because the United States, maybe the war, did the war tear the crops? Was it like a tornado warning emergency or something? I mean, I don't know. It's just probably something would happen, or all of the above or something. But
Thank you,
also,
sir. The war could be very what? What would you want to stick around if there was war?
Yeah, I guess so.
You would? Okay, thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. Can I go
Or-
to who's
Or
next?
stuffed animal war.
Who's sir? Thank you very much. Who is, I got to go on to my next friend, Addie.
It's too dangerous. They might get killed.
Do you agree? I agree with that too. They might want to come to us because it's safer over here, right? So that happened to my ancestors, guys. There was war and famine, which means people went hungry. And not my Italian side, but my Polish side, they came over to the United States because they didn't have crops. And all their crops were destroyed, and there was still the threat of war. So they immigrated to the United States. So I know definitely that happened for them. And now let's go on to the last one, D, political or religious freedom. And it says right here, in the United States, there is more religious freedom for people, so they can practice their religions here more freely. Now, I am ready to ask the final question. Get ready to draw, to choose the answer you think. Now, remember, the answers are jobs, hunger, war, political or religious freedom, or E, all of the above. Why do people immigrate to the US today? Why do people immigrate to the US still today? Ooh, I don't know this friend down here. Go ahead. What's your name, sweetheart? We have some new friends.
Gabriel.
Oh, hi, Gabriel. I'm Mrs. Cruz. So which answer do you think?
I think it would be political or religious freedom.
That is definitely a good reason why people immigrate to the US today. Very nice. There's one reason why. Anybody else have another reason? Thank you, Gabriel. Carter?
What was it again?
Choose one of those answers. Why do people still immigrate to the US today? Jobs, hunger, war, political, religious freedom, or all of the above?
I think war, because the war could destroy the crops,
Mm-hmm.
and if you were a farmer, then you might not get paid as much because you couldn't work at different farms to get more money of picking the crops and stuff.
So now we have two answers. People are still coming to the United States for political or religious freedom, and for war. That's right, to escape war. What about that? What about that? Oh, you said and. Wait a minute. Hold tight. Hold tight. You gave me two answers. Let me go with another friend. How about Miss Emmy? What was your answer on this one?
Jobs.
Jobs. So that's 3 answers so far. Jobs, war, political or religious freedom. What, Emmy?
Hunger.
Hunger?
And hunger and war. Those are what I picked.
So you picked all the first 4, right? What would happen if you
Yeah.
just circled the last one?
They'll pick all of it.
Wow. Do you agree with me? If we circle the last one, that would explain all the reasons why people still come to the United States. Do you like that answer?
Yeah.
Me too. If you picked D, then you have selected all of the answers are good reasons and indicators why
Does this
people.
mean E?
Wait. I didn't call you yet. Wait. All of the above, the last one. So you can type that in the chat. You could say E, A, B, C, D, E, or you can circle it for me. All of the above answers all of the questions or all of the responses. It says every single one. Nice. So in a test, you would just circle that last one because it does include all of the others. All right, now let's take some time to discuss these 5 important influences immigrants bring to America. Now we're going to talk a little bit, remember those next steps? We're going to talk a little bit about how culture has influenced, their culture has influenced some of our communities, some of our lives. Okay, so I want you to stop and think about that for a second. Hold on tight. I'm coming. It's thinking. Okay, so by the way, we're like almost done, almost. When immigrants come to America, they bring all of their knowledge and experiences that they had from their other countries. Imagine for a moment, my little Italian grandmother who came over, she brought her favorite recipe for meatballs. And so she brought that information with her and then taught everybody in her little town the best way to make spaghetti and meatballs. That was her original Italian recipe. Some others brought experiences and information, some knowledge from farming or from construction or from technology or art, music. Yeah. And you've seen that in your own community, driving around your town, that you can see that there are other cultures that have influenced our town. Okay. So let's go on and talk about that in a little bit more. I want you to drag and drop the pictures of cultural influences onto the examples in the map. What do I mean? I mean, we have music and dance. Music and dance, where could we do that one? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, technology. Oh, we could do that at school. Oh, food. How about the grocery store? Oh, the bookstore or books, literature. Informational text, where would we drag and drop that onto? And language. Where might we find in our communities and our neighborhoods examples of different types of language? And while you're doing that, you can picture this as your own community. Very nice. Ooh, let's see. Let me see if I have any answers. Gabriel, when you're driving around town, do you notice any signs that have different languages on them?
Not really.
No? Do you know that I was driving by a little restaurant and it said La Taqueria, and that means like little tacos in Spanish. Have you ever seen any words in Spanish around your neighborhoods? You might want to look for it. It could be, oh, and I have another one too. There's a restaurant that my friend owns, and it's a Chinese restaurant. and they have some symbols, some Chinese symbols on their door. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, in my neighborhood, I never really saw any other, like, any other one.
Languages, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool. Maybe if you maybe when you're driving around town, different neighborhoods might show different cultures. It happens sometimes. I just go outside of my neighborhood and I might see something on a different corner. You know what else is cool? When I go into the grocery store, one of the aisles that I go down has all sorts of cultural foods. So, you know, like there's this little section of Hispanic foods, or there's this little section of Asian foods. It's really cool.
Oh,
Thank you, Love Bug. All right. Ooh, these are great. Ooh, Ava, what would you like to tell me?
I was gonna say, you see where the grocery store is?
Yes.
Right next to it, there's like a little small house. What is that?
Ooh, I like how somebody put like a little computer there. Maybe that's where someone has their home office. Oh, or maybe that's where they fix computers. I like that idea. That's a good idea. Oh, look at that. Someone has languages in schools. Excellent. Yeah, you can learn languages in schools. Ooh, look at this one down here at the bottom. This one is a bookstore. They made that one into a bookstore or a library. Excellent. Oh, I love where you guys put the music and dance. If you think about music and dance for a moment, have you ever heard some of today's music, some popular music sometimes has beats or rhythms that are taken or borrowed or shared from other cultures. My neighbors next door to me, they play this music with this samba beat. It is so cool. Every time I go outside with my dog, if they're playing the music, I end up dancing. It's pretty funny. But it's like this really interesting Spanish beat. It's so cool. Awesome job, guys. Let's move on. Let's move on. You can work on this. By the way, I share the Nearpods with you when we're done. It's optional. You can practice them on your own. So if you don't have a chance to finish during live lesson, you can practice it later if you'd like. All right, we're on the last activity. For this activity, you are going to write an acrostic poem. Oh, remember the acrostic poem? Yeah, where you take the letter and then change it into a new word. You can start it, but we may not have time to finish. Think about the word America, okay? We wrote it lengthwise or vertically. And A can be the A in the word family, because what we're doing is we are using the word America to show the importance of America to immigrants. So think about what you could say for M or E. Ooh, I have a good one. How about everyone is welcome? Check that out. I'll just write everyone. Okay. Anybody have any good thoughts? What could we say for M? What could we say for C? Ooh, how about country? Does that start with a C? We did a lesson on poetry. We talked about acrostic poems and how we use the letters from the main word to think of ideas or other words that would relate to it. Okay. Oh, you guys are working. Let me go see. Let me go see. Let me go see. Yeah, good. Oh, money. Who did that? Addie. Brilliant. That's a good reason why people come over, to try to make more money. Ooh, everyone, I see that. Ooh, Emmy, look at you, have all sorts of information there. Oh, Carter, very nice. Oh, what did you use for I? Did you say like? That's great. Gabriel, did you write Mom for M. Oh, look at that. Addie, did you say equal for E? Equality. Beautiful. Nice work. Oh, here comes some more answers. Oh, what's that? C for country, E for everyone. Ava, nice work. I wonder if we can come up with an R word. How about, what could we think of for R? Rights. Whoa. Yeah, that's right. Addie says rights, and so did someone else. Who else said that? R for rights. Because remember, we value our rights in the United States. And sometimes people come over from other countries to try to live here because their rights are better respected. Okay. Oh, look at C for Constitution. Nice. A for America, Carter. Beautiful job. Dreams. Oh, look at that, Isaac. I love it. Ooh, I have some down here at the bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. You guys are doing a great job. Love. Nice job, Emmy. Okay, 10 seconds left. And if you didn't have a chance, once again, you can work on it on your own. You can make your own acrostic poem. Using the word America. Fabulous. Okay, time's up. Time's up. I am in love with these acrostic poems. You guys did a great job. Circle the cultural influences. Oh, we're going to skip this part because we already kind of did that. All right, we're finished. Guess what? But don't leave me yet. We have our final poll. What did we learn today? We reviewed and learned to explain the reasons why immigration still continues. Remember that slide with all the different reasons? And we ended up circling the last one because it included all the reasons why people still immigrate to the United States. We also learned to identify cultural influences. We did a little tiny bit of that, and contributions of immigrants today. We also learned how to explain, how immigrants of today have changed the United States. Now we're going to continue that lesson another week. And we did talk about documentation too. So we forgot to say that there is specific documentation that's required. Following today's lesson, how much do you now know about the reasons for immigration to the United States? A, I know a lot now and can explain. B, I still need a little more practice explaining why people still come to immigrate to the United States in today's time. B, and C, I need help. I need lots of instruction and support. If you find yourself in the B, okay, that was a great, honest response. Remember, I will be sharing this later today so you can work on it on your own. And we will also review or revisit this topic again next week, hopefully, so that we can talk a little bit more and more about those cultural influences. Thank you for learning with me today. We do have two friends that we are going to honor today because they were able to choose a game. So hold tight. Let me see your cute faces. And by the way, on Wednesday, for our reading lesson, we're going to have a lot more discussion. So be prepared to learn to talk to each other. I agree. And I think, and this is true. What did you think about and did you consider? So we're going to talk a lot about sharing our thoughts and discussing with others. Okay. So this was a quick lesson. And who has our game? Ava, did you have a game for us today? If you need to go, you can go. If you want to stay for the game, you may stay.